Honestly, when I heard what this guy literally said, for me, I feel like there's a lot of reasons with what he said. And honestly, I will do the same. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to do the same because I want to ask a very good question. Where was your ancestors as a white person when a lot of people were literally doing the colonizing, thieving things to themselves? Where were your ancestors? So when I hear some of these white folks saying some certain kind of thing, see, there's every single reason why this guy said what he said. But I want you guys to watch first. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you, liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And with that being said, let's go watch. I'll be back with commentaries.
Listen, okay? I'll give my money to homeless people, all right? If I see a homeless person walking, they need some money. If I have it, I'll give it to them, no problem. But if you're white and homeless, see, no, I need a little more explanation. I need a backstory on that because this shit don't even seem real. So you mean to tell me y'all had a 400-year head start here and you still end up dropping the ball? And now you asking me for money? Man, get the fuck... I know you, cause like being white and homeless at the same time is crazy. Now, I can see if you black and homeless, okay? Cause there's a lot of shit that might happen, right? You might got kicked out your mother house, your girl house or something, you know. You can't get a job, it's a little fucked up. You can't pass your drug test, you keep fucking up and shit. Maybe you've been through something here. But white and homeless? All y'all need is a suit and a tie and get on Indeed. Y'all be a damn astronaut tomorrow. So no, I don't want to hear it. I can only imagine what my ancestors are saying up there once I give this white person my money. I can only imagine it. You know that's Sharonda boy, right? Girl, look at this. They is just down there doing anything. Oh my gosh. Couldn't be me. Gave him a crispy $10 bill. Could not be me. Backstory on that because this shit don't even seem real.
Hey guys, I just want to talk more about this, and I know that it was going viral and people were being in their feelings, but I just want to share this story. So I'm going to take you back in 2019 when I graduated from Fordham University, and I was taking a class. I think it was a supervision class, but we were talking about privilege, so to speak. And my professor presented an example of if a black person and a white person did their time in jail, whatever, and stuff like that, got released, and they both go to apply for a job, who do you think is going to get the job? And the obvious answer, because we live in America and we know how the systematic issues that we have, the white person, the Caucasian person is going to get that job automatically. So she was trying to present the privilege and the discrimination that's being, that we may come across as social workers and stuff like that. But the other thing I want to mention is that we have a homelessness problem. And so I'm glad that we're having this conversation and have us think. And regardless of race or anything like that, give what you can give without judgment or anything in regards to homelessness. But we also have to think about the privilege of the example that I gave, where we still have these systematic issues in this country.
A poor white man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was stealing?
Okay, listen, man, I made a video about white homeless people. I think a lot of people took it out of context. They're calling me the R word, things like that. You know, it's a little upset about that. All right, I'm a comedian, okay? That's what I do. I tell jokes, okay? But behind every joke is a little bit of the truth. I know this got under y'all skin. It's a little irritated. But let's look at the facts. Am I lying, though? Am I motherfucking lying? Let's look at the facts. Somebody pull out the damn facts. Okay, see, right here we have a chart of the population of America, okay? Now, as you can see, white people are the vast majority of America, with 75%. That's a lot of motherfucking people, right? 75%. Under that is black people. Where we at? We 13%. What? Half of us in jail and incarcerated. What? That only leave like 7% of us. You know what? Scratch that. Let's just look at the unemployment rate chart. Come on, bring the chart up. So, white people, 3.4% is unemployed. Wow, that's really nothing compared to 75% of being in this country. What about black people? What? Over 5% unemployed? Shit, it's only 13% of us in America. So you mean to tell me that it's designed for y'all and y'all still drop the pot? And listen, I never said I wouldn't give my money to white homeless people. I just said I need more clarification on that. I mean, you had a 400-year head start, right? Wasn't it Christopher Columbus Day the other day? Didn't y'all find this place? Huh? Supposedly? Don't y'all run these companies and corporations? All you need is a suit and a tie, get on Indeed, and you'll be a pilot tomorrow. You was homeless one day, the next day now you flying for Delta Airlines.
A poor white man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was still?
I can't wait to show my husband this. I do not know what is wrong with TikTok in my stitch today, but if you can't hear what he said, he is stating that he will give his money to homeless people. If you ask him, he got it. I'm not the one. I'm not the one for that, but I will support if I can. But his main point is that if it's a white person and they're homeless, he wants to know the backstory of how they got there. And I agree. I agree because I want to know how you had the cheat codes and you managed to fuck it up. I mean, you came from the society of people that built the construct to keep people of color down beneath your feet and everything else. And you are asking me for money? You're asking me for assistance? Y'all, that shit triggered me. It triggered me because I will never forget when I was in Reno, Nevada, and I was watching these homeless people. I had watched them because down there, they're a whole different kind of breed. And if you're not prepared, then people will run up on you and try to take from you what is rightfully yours, right? Or I don't know, they're just real weird, and they really will encroach upon your personal space. So like I said, I watched these people. They were sitting on the side of the road. And if you've been in, like, it's real clean, you can sit down, or, I mean, you're not supposed to, but they were sitting down on the sidewalk, and I'm walking, and I had watched them. They had let this walk by. They didn't say anything to him. No, excuse me, sir. They didn't jiggle no hat in front of his weight, nothing. They let that man go by. Then I saw Barbara walk by too. Barbara got to walk by in peace, didn't hold up no sign, didn't bojangle nothing in front of her, no held up sign, no nothing. When I walked by, do you know that they had the capacity to ask me for some money? They had the capacity to feel that they were so emboldened enough to assume that I was going to be in an Aunt Jemima position and take care of them. Yes, and I really felt some type of way and was offended. And honey, let me tell you, I blessed the shit out of them. And I asked them, what the fuck do you think this is? Because I watched y'all let them people walk by and you didn't say anything to him, but you let my black ass right over here walk on over here and you decided to ask me for some money like I was supposed to feel emboldened to help. You don't give about you. I want to know why you're here. I want to know, how did you fuck up your position in society and now you're asking me for money? This ain't 1846. I don't have to take care of you. It don't even make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So if TikTok is mad at him, you're going to be mad at me too, because I really wondered that myself. How do y'all be white and homeless? How do y'all fuck up when you have the fucking cheat code? You all built this society the way that it is, and then you have the nerve to fuck up and be homeless? What?
TikToker for being supposedly racist towards white people. I don't know what that.
Hopefully the guy is trolling. I doubt he is. He seems like he's serious, but let's pretend he is being serious. This is one of the worst reasons I heard to not want to give money to a homeless person. Just say you broke and you don't got it. It's that simple, right? So just because they white and they homeless, you don't want to help them out, right? And then he tries to go in there and go like, well, you know, if you black, I can understand. Like, what the type of shit is that? You act like all black people live the same type of life. And like, what? So you downplaying white people, but end up like going like, well, if you black, I mean, you know, it make more sense for you to be homeless because you black. Like, what? But still, that's one of the worst reasons I heard to not help a homeless person. Now, everybody don't got it all the time to help out a homeless person. I understand that. There's some people who do have it and just walk right past them. Do what you want. It's up to you. But this is one of the worst reasons I heard. Like, just say you don't got it. It's that simple. God. Yeah, but silly take. But if he's joking, I mean, it was kind of funny. But if he's being serious, yeah.
At this TikToker for being supposedly racist.
So this definitely makes me question the reality of your world and how much you really know. So let me ask you, brother, would you blame a young person, a young white person that was born into a drug-infested house, raised by nothing but drug addicts, and now is homeless and has zero support? Or what about the teenage girl that was, released into society after being in one foster home after another? Now she's being human trafficked. Now she's being human trafficked and addicted to drugs. Again, has no support. I work with homeless people all the time, and I see a lot of white homeless people. And I promise you this, their reasons are valid. The fact that you think it's funny tells me you have no idea. You have never bothered to even take a look. That's not a good look on you, brother. You make it real obvious that you wouldn't have a clue. You wouldn't walk into a homeless camp at all.
Is mad at this TikToker for being supposedly racist towards white people. I don't know what.
I've been following Avante since he was on Facebook. So funny young man. But I'm gonna tell you, I agree with what he's saying 100%, and I do the same thing. I don't give them my money either because I feel the same way he does. I grew up in a white affluent neighborhood, so I didn't grow up with poor white people, I guess, or homeless. Didn't really see that until I was an adult. And I was highly offended because I feel the same way he feels. You had a 400 or 500 year head start. You wiped out a lot of other races. If you weren't wiping them out, you were oppressing them or making them slaves, using your privilege. And I've actually said that to a grown woman. And she looked at me like she had no idea what I'm talking about. So me growing up as a little girl, I was treated like crap by grown-ass white people as a little girl. A little girl growing up, just growing up, living my life, growing and learning, trying to figure out why these grown-ass people are being racist towards me. And I'm not just talking people that live in my neighborhood. I'm talking about people, my teachers, the principals, professionals at my school, because I was the only black girl in the school. So, with that being said, black people, is he being prejudiced? Am I being prejudiced? Maybe so. Are we being racist? Not at all. Not at all. Because the white privilege, it still exists to this day. Look at the statistics of the number of black men that are incarcerated for the same crimes as white men, and they tend to get more time. Same crime, different sentences. How many times have we watched videos of black people being racially profiled? White people are not racially profiled, so you don't know what that means. Racially profiled? Racist? Like, with, sir, he's a younger man voicing his opinion. And I'm probably old enough to be Avante's mom. I'm 54. I have seen the racism. I have lived through the racism. Okay, so let me tell you about where I live at now. I've owned my home for 10 years. These white people were so mad that I bought the biggest house on the block. They tried to get me kicked out of my house. Kept calling the township, oh, she ain't cut her lawn. She ain't do this and she ain't do that. Horrible. Horrible. So you can't tell me that this is not true because I have lived it. I agree with him. Have I been prejudiced? I don't know if I'm being prejudiced or I'm just treating people the way they deserve to be treated. Like, why should I give certain people my money that I worked hard for, that I have to work twice as hard than my counterpartners just to give you my money? No, I'm not doing it. But what gets to my heart, the only people I really help are children. Because I feel like grown people you go beg for a job. I do help children, homeless children, children in need. Yes, that's about it. And that's not being prejudiced. I don't help any adults. But I certainly don't help white adults because you really do have a privilege. You are treated differently when you walk into the store. When you get a job, you are treated differently. Is it right? No, it's not right. It's not right at all, but this is the world that we live in. This country was built on racism.
I'll give my money to homeless people, all right? If I see a homeless person...
So I live in Oklahoma, and the homeless rate here is, it's up there, but it's not as bad as some other states. Well, I go on a certain side of town because, well, my son, he goes to daycare out there, and there's a lot of homeless people around there. And this particular homeless person, this white guy, just call him Billy. I'm just say Billy. So I like to keep him private because he's actually a really good, down, generous person. And he is white and he is homeless. And every time I catch him on the street, I try to give him something and help him whatever possible I can help him with. Anything I can help him with. But I for sure remember the words he told me. One time I was doing some stuff for him, getting him some groceries and stuff. And he told me, he said, listen, I'm going to tell you this now, because you look like a really down-to-earth person that don't mind helping us homeless people out here. I'm going to tell you this. Do not help all of white folks like himself, homeless people, because all of them ain't got no reason to be homeless. He went into more deeps, but I'm not gonna make this video long. And he was like, I wouldn't even care if you stop helping me now. But he's one of the few Caucasian homeless people that is genuinely homeless, and he told me his story. I didn't even ask for his story. He told me his story because, when you see any homeless person, you want to know what the reason for. Otherwise, some people want to just help them. But he told me personally, he was like, listen, there are Caucasian people out here that I heard their stories from another homeless person to another homeless person, and I think it's complete bullshit. And I was like, oh, well, damn. And so I took that, I ran with that. He was like, if you ask me, please, if you don't help any homeless person like that's Caucasian, do me this. Go help them brown and black people that are homeless, because they genuinely need the help. And he said the number one homeless person I should help is a mother that is homeless, because a mother that's homeless have kids that are homeless, and God knows I am a mother, and I'll be damned if I see them homeless.
White man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was stealing?
Shit.
A poor white man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was stealing?
So I asked my husband. He was not amused. I mean, technically, we middle class, but still, bro.
A poor white man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was stealing?
No, that is not the case at all. Even that statement, that direct statement, is in and of itself a red flag. Are you freaking? No, that is not debatable. That is, if you think that just being poor is in and of itself a red flag, like, okay, in what way am I supposed to preserve generational wealth? Let's go back 1,000 odd years, right? Let's go back into this. Norwegian blood, a lot of it going into it. Vikings, right? They stole. Oh my God, did they steal a lot? You know why they stole? Because the land sucked. Go figure, before you had oil, before you had any of that, the way that people would live in Norway was off bare subsistence. And past that, to get anything else you raided. Yes, and a lot of what you raided, you would then use to be able to survive. So let me clarify this. What am I? Am I supposed to somehow travel back in time and hoard 800 years worth of wealth to exist today? How?
So you admit to the stealing?
Oh no, my people definitely stole. Are you kidding me? The Irish, the Norwegians?
They were getting it in as well, but then they lost a war. They lost all their workforce. These kind of economic things happen. And then that led them to try to find God, and then eventually that led them to treat people that looked different than them well. And now we're poor, and we love some brown women. And by the way, you look amazing, just beautiful, so beautiful.
A poor white man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was stealing?
I don't know what that is, but listen.
What do you mean by that? First of all, I want to point that out. That pops up when I get aggravated. What do you mean by supposedly? I don't know who's more wrong in this thing. Dumb or dumber? Why is it okay to be like racist against white people? And if you think you can't be, listen to the root word of racism. It's race. So if you want to judge any group based on their race, that is racism. I don't care if it's pink hearts, orange stars, yellow moon, blue diamonds, green clovers. Yes, I had to write that down. That's a lot to remember. But we judging by actions. I don't care about the color of your skin. I'm judging off the contents of your character and how you treat people, how you treat me. I mean, like, I don't care about the rest of that bullshit. But back to them too. What do you mean by supposedly though? I'm biracial. My son is biracial. He looks predominantly white. So you're saying it's okay to be racist or any person that might be at that? Have you lost your goddamn mind? Excuse me, Lord. But anyways, man, like, Jesus loves you, bro. Do better. Oh yeah, and like Ferris Bueller said, I don't like any ism. Isms are generally bad. But yeah.
Honestly, like I said, every single opinion everybody had on this particular video, you guys really ate it. And to that particular guy that created that viral clip that made a lot of controversial online, because a lot of white folks were like reacting to it in an opposite way, honestly, I'm gonna give that guy kudos. And just for context sake, this is not like a recent content, but I brought this actually for educational purposes only, because you guys know the reason why we are here. We are here because anything that will promote our Black community, we are definitely gonna pull it out here. Okay, so the thing is, what he said is he understands if you are Black, and then he can actually help you. You're Black and homeless, understand it. You're Black and you're begging, understand it. But for you to be white and you are begging is something that he literally do not understand. And of which for me, I don't understand as well. Just like one of the lady asked, that being white and being broke is a red flag. That where were your ancestors when others were thieving? Because for centuries upon centuries, we literally know that Black people have literally suffered a lot of things. Black people have literally gone through a lot of frays. So it is, in fact, to some white folks, they already knew that the people that suffering were literally designed for is Black people. Now, I have a woman here. There was a time I was doing a video when white folks were like saying why they don't bathe every day. And one of their strongest reasons why they don't bathe every day was because they said the Black body was literally made for hard work. And for them as white people, they do not do hard work. So since they don't do hard work, they don't need to bathe every single day. But for we Blacks that are already tagged dirty, that do all of the hard work, that is why we are literally bathing every single day. So if we have people that has already made you people, glorified you people to be on top and to put we as down, how do you not expect me to give you my money? How do you not expect me to still help you as a white person? How do you explain to me what your ancestors were doing when all of the thieving was literally happening? How? If you're watching this video, please let me know in the comment section what this guy literally said. Did he edit? Is it correct? Will you be giving your money? I'm not saying that nobody should help. Please, for disclaimers, I'm not saying that if you see any white person out there, you should not be able to help. We have some good white people that literally do help Black people as well. We have them. Let's not even overemphasize that, right? So if you're in a situation where you feel like your conscience accepted that you should literally help any white person out there, any homeless white person out there, please feel free to do that. I'm not saying you should not. But the question is, if you're given a chance and you're seeing black person and a white person, as a black person, who will you help first? Honestly, mathematically and every other level, I'm going to be helping the black person, because they have also carried out an experiment on this social media platform where a black man was never helped, but he was never helped by a white man. But when he pretended to be a white man, did his makeup, every single thing, his skin, everything, he went to the same spot that he refused to be helped. He went to the same white man that he refused, not one, not two, not three times the experiment. And based on the fact that he's a white person, the man actually was lending him help. So it's just how the society has literally made things be. It's not like we don't love ourselves. It's not like we shouldn't help ourselves. But the society has made it in the sense that black people are the only ones that need help. Black people are the only ones that riches will not get to them. While at the end of the day, a lot of them are finding out right now that it is not as it was being told. It is not the way it was being interpreted. Now you go to the streets of United States, you see a lot of white homeless people, east, west, north, and south. But just let me know what you think in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching to this point. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me a comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.